Torah portion 13. Shemot, names. Exodus or Shemot 1 verse 1 to 6 verse 1. Shemot chapter 1. As the sons of Yaakov passed on, many children to Yisra'el were born. As they increased in Mitzrayim, slave masters were set over them by the new fearful, harsh king. But they increased more with a bondage so bitter. The midwives were told to leave alive only a daughter. But when they did not kill a baby son, into the Nile they were now thrown. Shemot chapter 2. However, a Levitical family hid their son, but needed a new plan when 3 months were done. Yocheved made a vessel to float on the water, watched over with a close eye by her daughter. When the compassion of Paro's daughter was seen, Miriam requested to call a Hebrew nurse for him, whereafter Moshe was raised in the palace of Mitzrayim. When grown, he killed a Mitzraim for striking a Hebrew brother, and fled when judged by correcting one who struck a neighbor. After rescuing 7 daughters at a well, he was invited by their father Reuel, the priest of Midian, with them to dwell. To Moshe he gave Zipporah as wife, and Gershom their son was added to their life. And after many days the king of Mitzrayim died, and Adonai heard as Yisra'el cried. Shemot chapter 3. As Moshe was shepherding Yetro's flock one day, he heard the messenger of Adonai say, from the flame of fire in a bush that did not burn, that he has seen his people's oppression, and that he wanted Moshe there to return, to lead them out of the slavery in Mitzrayim. But Moshe did not agree that he was the right one to be sent to see Yisra'el freed. Who will he say said this has to be done? Shemot chapter 4. After Elohim confirmed Paro would send them away, only once all his wonders would be on display, Moshe still could not see that his brothers would believe. Adonai gave him 2 signs to use when he felt this demand, his rod into a snake and the healing of his own hand. Still he tried avoiding on account of his slow tongue. Reminded who made it, he pleaded to send another someone. In displeasure Adonai comforted him for the last time that Aaron would be his mouth and help show the signs. After greeting his father-in-law in peace, Elohim's anger against him did increase, but with an act of Tzipporah it did cease. Aaron and Moshe met on the mountain of Elohim with a kiss. All Adonai's words and the signs Moshe made sure Aaron did not miss. As the people heard and saw, they also believed all this. Shemot chapter 5. Moshe and Aaron told Paro to send Adonai's people away. For a festival in the wilderness to celebrate must they. But because the Almighty he did not know, he refused to agree to let them go. And the same day he increased their burden, requiring the same bricks without straw provision, to motivate them to give to this plan no attention. The foremen were beaten by each one slave driver. Paro gave them no time of day, accusing them of being idle. And Moshe and Aaron they despised for this situation. To Adonai, Moshe declared his failure sensation, for he only saw evil and not the salvation. Shemot chapter 6. But Adonai confirmed that with a strong hand, Paro will still drive Yisrael from his land.